Imagine walking through the Yellowstone National Park. It's a very dry, hot, humid day. Sun shining, winds are blowing. All of a sudden, lightning strikes and it hits a tree and it starts a fire. Unusual. Well, not really. So today I'm going to inform you of the fires of 1988 in the Yellowstone National Park. I'm informing you on when they started, how large they got, what they damaged, and also what they helped. Due to the park being very familiar with fires, they put forth a let it burn policy. The let it burn policy was a policy put forth saying that if fire occurred naturally, they would let it take its course and eventually burn itself out. But 1988, that summer in the park, things got very different. On June 30th, 1988, lightning struck a tree and it started a small forest fire. This became one of the first largest fires that started that summer, and it was called the Fan Fire. The Fan Fire went on to cover 1,800 acres just by June 2nd. The Storm Creek was another one of the largest fires that started that summer, but it started a week earlier than the Fan Fire, but it didn't erupt and become one of the largest fires until later that summer. There was just 2 of the 7 fires that got so large that summer they were no longer fires. They were called complexes. These fires together caused 95% of the damage alone that summer in the park. The Lava Fire, Mink, Clover, Fan Fire, the Storm Creek, Harrowing, Snake, and Hope. These fires covered 683,000 of the 2.2 million acres of the park that summer. The worst day of the 1988 fires came on August 20th, a day known as Black Saturday. High winds, extremely hot and fast burning fires, burning across 150,000 acres alone that summer. This when the national media and the public tuned in and they started speaking on the officials of the park, saying that they were failing to do their job and that they wasn't distinguishing the fires. But according to Bob Barbie, the superintendent of the Yellowstone National Park, no matter what they would have done that summer in the Yellowstone National Park, the fires still would have erupted all over the park and caused much damage. So they had to put the let it burn policy to a hold. So they put the let it burn policy to a hold of that summer due to the fires getting out of control. But what the public and the media did not know, that fire is healthy to the ecosystem just like rain and sunshine is. The fires help the pine trees that have the pines have wet seed resign on the pines that open up at 113 degrees and the seeds come out and they reproduce. So the fires were damaging the park, but it also was helping the park at the same time. Despite the considerable manpower that they sent in to distinguish the flames and fire of the park of that summer when they put the let it burn policy to a hold, the fire still went on to burn till September 11, 1988. They sent in 25,000 firefighters, 9,500 military men, and 9,000 of them was all at once in the park trying to settle the blaze. But when the snow came in September 11th, some of the fires still burned until November of that year. So this particular summer in the park proved to be different. Despite of the average rainfall that they had in the spring, which was a lot, but it was very low rainfall in the summer and low humidity. So this caused these fires to spread rapidly, and they got out of control. So according to the LA Times, that did an interview on the spokesman of the White House, Marlin Fitzwater, Ronald Reagan said he did not know that the let it burn policy was set forth until September 14th. So he said he did not know. So he said no matter how the fire started, they had to distinguish them. So what people did not know, when the fires was going on, they helped, but they also harmed at the same time. So according to Bob Barbie, the superintendent of the Yellowstone National Park, that they don't consider the fires to be a disaster because they also helped the park. So today I'll inform you on how the fire started, when they started, how large they got, what they damaged, and also what they helped.